Hey Gemini, this is your weekly tarot reading. Uh, Gemini, what I'm picking up from this spread is that um, you're struggling to make decisions, which Geminis aren't good at. Not that you guys can't make decisions, but Geminis are very indecisive. Um, for many different reasons. Sometimes it's a situation where you don't want to hurt people's feelings. Sometimes it's a situation where Geminis just want it all. You know, you don't like to choose because you want it all. You want to have it your way. And you feel like logically, I'm not asking for too much, so why should I have to choose? And there are just instances where sometimes a choice has to be made. There are times when you can have everything your way, and then there's times when you can't. And when it comes to matters of the heart, Gemini, you cannot have everything your way. When it comes to love and matters of the heart, you cannot have everything your way. You have to make a choice. If the person that you love is not okay with you being in love with somebody else, or you being attached to somebody else, or having an open relationship, then you need to make a choice. And if you want it all, if you want to have an open relationship and you still want to see people, or you still want to keep somebody else, then that's something different. And you need to be honest and upfront with, the people, that you have these close relationships with. Gemini, some of you are deciding, again, for some of you, somebody is deciding whether or not to move forward with you, or you are making that choice to move forward or let someone go. So for some of you, you're waiting for somebody to make a choice. For others of you, you are the one needing to make the choice. Some of you, you're going to base your choice off of your history with these people. I'm picking up that some of the people, like some of the choices that you have to make, there are people that you are still close with that you have forgiven that maybe you shouldn't have. And that might make your choices a little bit easier. Do people deserve the second, third, fourth, and fifth chances that you keep giving them? Again, make a logical, educated decision, Gemini. And some of you are going to feel like, and some of you may be in a space of like, again, things are a little bit different now, and you may see certain people in a different light. And some of you may start to get clear on your emotions, of not letting your emotions and your heart make decisions for you, like solely. Like, it's good to rely on your heart, but you have to use a certain amount of logic as well. Forgiveness is a beautiful thing, but not everybody deserves it. Not everybody is entitled to it. And that's the key to all of this. And again, for some of you, where you're waiting for somebody to choose you, some of you may not have had a good history with this person, which is why they're not choosing you. Some of you may have, just have a history of doing hurtful things. And this person is starting to realize, like, this wasn't just a mistake that this person made. This is a behavior patterns. Like, this is just who this person is. There's a difference between a mistake and somebody just being an asshole. So again, Gemini, you have to be very logical and honest in your decision-making process. And during this quarantine, hopefully you have plenty of time to really think about this. And if you're the ones like waiting for somebody to make a decision, stop waiting. Don't give anybody that much power. How do you feel? Don't let anybody have that much power over your life the way you're sitting around waiting for somebody to choose you. If they don't know, then that's the answer. No. Um, but I'm picking up some of you have a bad feeling about the certain level of commitment that you've been thinking about in the past. Some of you may have been warned. Some of you may have had friends that be like, you know what? I don't know about this. You need to think twice. And this is going to sound extreme, but I feel like some of you are going to choose someone that is literally going to put you on the wrong life path. And sometimes when you get on the wrong life path and you don't make any corrections to get back to where you need to be, spiritually, that can be very dangerous. So don't play around. This is your life we're talking about, Gemini. We're talking about the rest of your life. It's nothing to be frivolous with. This is nothing to play around with. I know when you're young, it seems that way, but I really need for people to take their commitments, especially when it comes to people, a little bit more seriously. And some of us, like I said, in times of quarantine, some of us are stuck with people, and it's like, wow. Like, I really chose this person. Don't let, always have foresight. Don't let your emotions make you make choices that you will regret in the long run. And there's going to be divine intervention for some of you. Some of you, there are people that have passed on that are looking out for you, that may be hindering certain decisions because they know that it's not going to carry you forward in your life path. And that's what it's about. It's not just about how you're feeling. It's not just about immature emotions. This is your life path we're talking about. And if you're not clear or 100% sure about your life path, then you don't need to be committed to anybody right now. And some of you may have young people in your life. This isn't you. You may have young people in your life that are struggling with these decisions. And for some of you, too, like when money is involved too, and money is another factor that can ruin relationships. Some of you are feeling defensive around this person because of money. They may have made you feel bad in the past about money or humiliated you about money. And now that you have it, now that you're starting to, question, like, why is this person really here? Do they really care about me, or are they only around because of what I do for them financially? It's a lot of layers in this spread for Gemini. And again, this has to do with life path. This has to do with destiny. This has to do with karma. This is far greater than just falling in love and getting married. This is a very deeply spiritual decision that has far-reaching consequences for you, Gemini. For your family, for your bloodline, for your family lineage, for your future. And some of you aren't thinking that far enough ahead. Like I said, there's going to be divine intervention. Some of you are going to have no choice but to make the right decision. Family is the big influence as well. If you're struggling, choose someone that understands the value of a family without you having to explain it to them. And at the end of the day, I can give you as much insight as I possibly can, but this is one of those things, Gemini, where you're really going to have to figure this out. You're going to really have to do the work. You're going to have to go inside and really figure out the best course of action. Because this keeps coming up. Commitment keeps coming up for Gemini. Love, family, and commitment keeps coming up for Gemini. So there's clearly some deep soul work that you need to do before you commit to anybody. And for those of you that are committed, there's still a lot of deep soul work for you to do, because you may feel like you may have made the wrong choice. So this is deeper than me giving spiritual insight. And again, I could tell you all day long, think twice, wait, but only you know the details and about these decisions. Only you know how long you need to wait. Only you know, like I said, specific details about these situations. So Gemini, what I recommend, especially now we have the time during this quarantine, is to really take some time to really figure out your life path and who you see in it. And like really thinking long and hard, because again, a decision not made with a lot of thought can end up being a real tragedy later on in life. And that's what I'm picking up. So again, take the time to do the soul work. Take the time to really go within to make the proper decisions. If you have not been feeling appreciated, if you have not been feeling loved, if you have not been feeling heard, understood, respected up until this point, that should inform your decision. But again, Gemini, you really have to go inside and really figure this out. Because again, some of you, now is not the time. Some of you, marriage is not it's not in your life path, at least not right now. And everybody's different. Some of you may have a spiritual calling on your life. Some of you may need to have a commitment to the spirit realm and not an actual person. Again, like I said, there's many layers to this. This is again, not something to be made lightly. It's not a decision to be made frivolously. Think long and hard. Because like I said, I'm picking up that when it comes to money, a lot of y'all are feeling defensive. That's where some of the wounds have lied. It's like some of your loved ones may have done things that really devastated you over money. They may have cheated on you with somebody that had more money, or just doing things that made you wonder if this person really loved you for you. But again, like I said, there is divine intervention for you Geminis. Spiritually, there's divine intervention. So if you've been having like a bad feeling or uncertainty, again, call on your higher power, call on your ancestors, call on that divine intervention, because it's definitely there. It's definitely going to happen for you Geminis. Focus on what really matters. Family, focus on the people that have always been in your corner. Reach out to friends that you can get an honest answer from. And then, take everything and then make a good educated decision on how you're going to move forward, because I'm really picking up that this is a critical time in your life, Gemini, and that these decisions that you're making about love and family and money are very serious, far-reaching decisions that are going to affect the rest of your life. So please don't take any of these choices that you have to make, these moves that you have to make, please take them very seriously. Yeah, that's just really coming through for me, for you Geminis. This is a really critical time for you guys in the decision-making process. So again, don't be frivolous, don't be hasty, don't be blinded. Be really clear and be unafraid to see things exactly the way that they are. to make the best decision for yourself as possible. Um, yeah, that is the energy. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks.